Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Good morning students. In this video, I would like to explain about autosomal genetic disorder. Previously, regarding the same concept autosomal genetic disorder, we learned one thing, that is sickle cell anemia, correct? Now continuation of that one, thalassemia and cystic fibrosis also belongs to autosomal genetic disorders. Along with that, the same this video, chromosomal disorders. These are two things I will cover in this video. Let me start today's video session. Dear students, in the first column, autosomal genetic disorder. Definition of autosomal genetic disorders, you know. Some of the diseases or disorders are causing by the genetic level or gene mutation, that mutated gene located on the autosomes, normal chromosomes. Last, sickle cell anemia is a best example for autosomal genetic disorder. The RBC cell will become a rigid shape and sickle shape. So the reasons also you know. Like that, one more example, thalassemia. In this thalassemia, any word, if you heard it in that word anemia, that anemia is nothing but it is a disorder related with blood. Okay, it is a thalassemia is a general disorders in our human population. What is this? What are the types are they? Let me know. See, autosomal linked recessive blood disorder. Why we are keeping the name is the recessive? Because of thalassemia causing gene, it is mutation of the recessive gene. That means you know one important statement about the regarding recessive genes. Recessive gene characteristics should be expressed when it is a homozygous condition. That nothing but just think it small t like. Okay, or yesterday we seen HBS. So that sickle cell anemia causing by that two alleles are homozygous condition, HBS condition. Like that, thalassemia causing gene also should be in it is a homozygous condition only, it will be expressed, and then that disorder will be affected, show the effect of the person. So heterozygous time will not become. So the why I used autosomal also you know. So autosomal linked recessive blood disorder. Okay, blood disorder is a phenotypic character, that recessive nature is a genotypic character. That genotype is located on the which chromosomes tells about autosomal. Okay, linkage means you know any genes are particularly present on the one chromosome, continuation, the inheritance time, that type nature is called as a linkage, correct now? Right. So this thalassemia is causing by the, what is the reason? It is who are persons are suffering with the thalassemia, those persons are facing the destruction or degeneration of the red blood cells. Okay, red blood cells, the shape will be damaged, or something destruction, a sufficient number of RBC cells cannot maintain in our blood circulation. What will happen if the sufficient RBC cells are not at present in our blood circulation, or degeneration aichana enna problem varum? Always RBC cells play an important role in the transportation of oxygen and carbon dioxide. So the interruption of the oxygen transportation leads to our organs damage. Yesterday itself, sickle cell anemia time also I said this one. So whatever it is, here both thalassemia, sickle cell anemia, both are blood related only. But in the thalassemia time, we are saying about RBC cell, particularly hemoglobin nature. But in the sickle cell anemia time, RBC cell shape will be changed in the sickle form. Correct now? So these destruction or damage or quantity of the RBC cell, simultaneously hemoglobin quantity will be also reduced. Hemoglobin only in a respiratory pigment in the human beings, that only play an important role in the carrying of oxygens. One hemoglobin molecule can able to carrying the 4 molecules of oxygen, that we seen in the 11th standard in the respiration lesson. So is lack of sufficient hemoglobin and RBC cells, we are getting a big problem. Big problem means our organs will be getting hypoxia condition, that will be leads to the several malfunctions of different organs in our body. So that is the reason. So and then continuation. So these RBC cells, especially these thalassemia causing by the abnormal hemoglobin molecule. Abnormal, how you say that abnormality? Here a general healthy human being hemoglobin in the form of the heterotetramer. Heterotetramer means two different type of, different type of polypeptides. How many polypeptides are there? 4 polypeptides are there. Tetramer means 4, hetero means different. In that 4 tetramers, 2 are belongs to alpha, 2 are belongs to beta polypeptide chains. Yesterday also sickle cell time I said. Now especially in the thalassemia, beta polypeptide chains will be affected. Okay, and sometimes alpha polypeptide chains also will affect. So based on that, which polypeptide chain in the hemoglobin it is a degenerated or abnormal condition, based on that thalassemia is classified by the 2 types. Thalassemia is classified by the 2 types. Whatever it is, if the one person is affected by the thalassemia, final effect in the people, affected people make less hemoglobin. So if you check anything of lab analysis about the regarding the blood, they will be write a hemoglobin percentage. A man, a healthy man, adult man should be contains with more than 13%, 13 to 15. That is a maximum value of accurate value of hemoglobin percentage in the blood. As usually in the females, they approximately 11 to 13, because we know when basically according to the menstruation cycle, females are suffering the loss of the blood. So here the hemoglobin percentage somewhat of less in the females comparing with the males. So if now you are a doubt, if more than that it less in a hemoglobin percentage below 10 what will happen, sir? We are suffering with body pains, something weakness, these and all will be causes. Okay, so generally especially in the female gender personalities are suffering with anemia, lack of sufficient hemoglobin, that only. Okay, so that's why they are giving the B complex tablets with K vitamin, because of blood production wise K vitamin play an important role. So what come to the point, these here these thalassemia classified into the 2 types. One is alpha thalassemia, another one is the beta thalassemia. Why means here abnormality if you find in the alpha chain of the hemoglobin, that we called as a alpha thalassemia. If abnormality is in the beta polypeptide chain, that we consider as a beta thalassemia. Beta thalassemia is a more popular in the population. Okay, more popular means more common. Okay, and then come to the alpha thalassemia. These alpha thalassemia controlling by the a closed linked genes. Okay, alpha thalassemia controlling by the 2 type of genes. Okay, 2 different type of genes. That 2 different type of genes are located on the 6th chromosome. Enna chromosome? 16th chromosome. 16th chromosome. That 16th chromosome, maybe they are having the HBA and HBA2. HBA1, HBA2. These are the 2 different alleles. Okay, maybe condition HBA1, HBA1, or maybe HBA1 and HBA2, or HBA2 and HBA2. This is the 3 different type of genotypes maybe will be possible. So whatever it is, these genes if they are present on the 16th chromosomes, it leads to the alpha thalassemia. How it will be leads to the alpha thalassemia? These genes code for globulin protein. Here hemoglobin is made up of the two different particles. One is a heme, another one is a globulin. Globulin is a protein. That protein making time transcription or translation will be occurs. So on that time transcriptional translation time, finally polypeptide chains only will form now. So at the time of the globulin chain formation time, alpha chain will be affected. How yesterday sickle cell anemia in the 6th position of polypeptide chain, 6th position glutamate replacing by the valine, like that here also something abnormality will occurs in the structure of our polypeptide chain, okay, or protein. So mutation or deletion of one or more genes, alpha genes, so it leads to the less production of the alpha globulin, less production of the alpha globulin. So when the hemoglobin formation time, sufficient alpha chains also requires and beta chains also requires. So by combination of the two alpha chains to beta chains, only hemoglobin will form. For example, if one alpha chain, two beta chains combined to form the hemoglobin, means it is an abnormal structure of hemoglobin. That hemoglobin does not have the ability to capture the 4 molecules of oxygen. Correct now? So finally these only will be less. So alpha genes will be less in the alpha globulins. So these molecules will be produce less alpha globulins. That will be leads to the alpha thalassemia. Okay, and then next one, beta thalassemia. These beta thalassemia we call as a Cooley's anemia. Okay, in the generally who are in the hard workers, nothing but in the sorry to use such a type of word, labor. That laborers are doing more work, lack of proper, they doesn't take proper nutritional food. So on the time their blood also cannot produce a sufficient amount of the hemoglobin. So that time also which thalassemia will leads beta thalassemia. So that seen in the very common in the who is a hard worker in our society. So those people are affected by the beta thalassemia. These beta thalassemia causing gene, only one single gene. Here how many genes are there? 2 genes, alpha thalassemia time, HbA1 and HbA2. But beta thalassemia controlling by the only one single gene, that gene also located on the 11th chromosome. Now you understand, Anna? Alpha thalassemia causing gene located on the 16th chromosome. Beta thalassemia causing gene located on the 11th chromosome. This is the more important differentiation. Okay, and then most common type of thalassemia, it is the most common type of thalassemia. It is a very rare. In this thalassemia time, beta chains very less. Now differentiation between the alpha thalassemia and beta thalassemia, 3 things. Here 4 things we can able to say. Alpha thalassemia controlling by the 2 linked genes, HbA1 and HbA2. And beta thalassemia controlling by the one single gene, that be HbB, that's all. Okay, alpha thalassemia causing gene located on the 16th, here beta thalassemia causing gene located on the 11th chromosome. It is a common, beta thalassemia is a very common in the population, it is very rare. And then here alpha thalassemia time in the hemoglobin, which polypeptide chains will be affected, alpha chains will be affected, and then here beta chains. By the affecting of the alpha chains, number of alpha chains will be less in the alpha thalassemia. Here number of beta chains will be, beta polypeptide chains very less in the beta thalassemia. So finally it is the bind with the RBC cell. Which one I am telling about the beta. So beta chains will be attaching with the RBC cell, then that will be damaging the RBC nature. Okay, that only. Beta chain less, beta chains are less, these chains are, alpha chains are very more. By these alpha chains, not beta chains, more alpha chains are there, now that more alpha chains binding with the RBC, then it will be destruction or damaging the RBC cell. Finally these personalities or these patient affected people are in the very less hemoglobin is there. Okay, so oftenly they are feeling ill feeling. So we want to take proper nutritional food for overcome for these hemoglobin. Okay, some of the treatment methods also is there, genetical treatment method to we can able to overcome, that is the thing. And then next example of the autosomal genetic disorder, cystic fibrosis. That cystic fibrosis, cyst means making a one sac like structure, that fibrosis means production of the fibers, many more fibers. Okay, fiber means just think it collagen fibers and then elastic fibers we seen in 11th standard, like a fibers, feather fibers like structures are gathering one place to form the cyst. So that's why we kept the name as a cystic fibrosis. Now come to the point. These cystic fibrosis causing by the mutation in the gene, that gene located on the 7th chromosome. 7th chromosome having the one long arm, one short arm. You know chromosomal structure. Both arms are connecting in centromere, correct now? And that one side long arm is there. That long arm of 7th chromosome contains the cystic fibrosis causing gene, that to mutation condition. Okay, if that mutation gene located on the 7th chromosome, what it will lead? Here it is giving to the more permeability of salt and water movement across the epithelial membranes. For example, in our body, our skin is nothing but one simple example of the epithelial. Through our skin, always through the sweat manner, the water and then salt will be come out, but excessive water. Okay, by the cystic fibrosis epithelial, not only skin, internally what are the epithelial layers are there, from that epithelial layers they are allowing the excessive movement of the epithelial, salt and water. And unnecessary also salt and water will be exchanging inside to outside, outside to inside. Okay, especially which cells are allowing? Epithelial membranes. Due to these genetic defect, it causes the increasing of the sodium and chloride content in the sweat. Okay, and that means in our body onwards we lost several sodium ions from the sweat form, in the sweat form. Along with that, increased the resorption of the sodium and water from the respiratory epithelium. In our respiratory epithelium, alveoli are there now. Alveoli and then trachea lined by the ciliated epithelium now. So these ciliated epithelial places, these exchanging of the sodium and water molecules are very more. Okay, on that time water will be more absorbing, sodium molecules are not at absorbing. That sodium, what will happen? Accumulating on the one layer. Yesterday also I said how our in summer season our shirt is accumulating the salt in by the sweat onwards. So like that, increasing of the reabsorption of the sodium and water in the respiratory epitheliums. So by the accumulation of the sodium and chloride, okay, especially sodium always travel with the chloride only now. So here some of the extracellular places, extracellular places means two in between the two different cells, I mean two cells, some gap is there now. That gap we call as a extracellular space. That extracellular space filled with accumulation by the chloride. Chloride accumulation at the place of the extracellular place. Then it causes the mucus. Okay, which place excessive chloride ions are accumulating, that place will become a more viscous layer. Okay, like sputum nana. When we are coughing time, sputum will come out from our throat onwards now. Like mucus will be accumulated on that respiratory tract, and then it will become a more viscous and sticky, Okay, how the sputum is damage our respiratory system, you know. If the more sputum, more mucus is accumulated in our place, means our trachea, means it interrupting the flow of air. So it will become a more viscous and sticky. By this nature, our respiratory problems will be leads. So whatever it is, continuation, mucus build up in the organs such as lungs and pancreatic, and GI means gastrointestinal tract. GI tract, gastrointestinal. In these places, maximum every organ is lined by the epithelial, especially lungs, pancreatic, gastrointestinal tract having the long space for covering with the epithelial. Because of in columnar epithelium we see in gastrointestinal place, correct only now. So that places accumulating of these mucus, finally that does not allowing the absorption and exchanging of gases. Think it, if mucus line happens on the alveoli place, means alveoli is a best place for exchanging of the gases. Through that alveoli onwards, exchanging of gases interrupting by these mucus layer. Okay, so that mucus layer leads to the death of the personal sufferer. Okay, so cystic fibrosis is a little bit chronic disorder. Okay, severe disorder. When we are find out in the normal, previously the first symptomatic times, it is a curable, or else it will be leads to the death itself also. This is about cystic fibrosis. So seen on three things, three disorders we seen in autosomal genetic disorders. One is a sickle cell anemia, yesterday we discussed, I mean previous video, and then today thalassemia and sickle cell anemia, thalassemia and cystic fibrosis. One more example of autosomal genetic disorder. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುನ್ನಾಡಿ allosomal genetic disorders, hemophilia and color blindness, these we seen. Okay, next I am entering in the chromosomal disorders. In the chromosomal disorders time, up to now genetic disorders we seen. What is the differences between the chromosomal disorder and genetic disorder? Chromosomal time, what will happen, sir? Total chromosome will be affected. Total chromosome will be affected. But genetic disorder time, chromosome will not be affected. Just a small fraction of small fragment of the DNA, that too, which of part of the DNA code for production of the protein or act as a gene, such a part only will be affected. So that is the thing, differentiation. Now come to the chromosomal disorders. In the chromosomal disorders time, the total chromosomal number maybe will affect, structure will be affected. So that is the reason chromosomal disorders also called as a syndromes, because when the one chromosome or one part of the chromosome is affected, mean which of the part affected are the chromosome, how many number of genes are there in the chromosome, affected chromosome, that many number of characteristics will be affected. For example, if you take one chromosome, that is the first chromosome, that first chromosome 20 genes are there, the total chromosome it is missing. How many genes are total chromosome is missing? By the missing of the one single first pair of chromosome, how many genes are we lost? 20 genes we lost. So that 20 genes controlling characteristics, so everything will be show their effect. So the effect in the form of the diseases, several diseases. So combination of the several diseases we called as a syndromes. Okay, whatever. Now come to the point. So chromosomal disorders is also called as a syndromes. These chromosomal disorders causing by the errors in the number or structure of chromosomes. Maybe number may be increase or decrease, or structure may be something abnormal structure will be there. In 11th standard, in the botany portion, you studied about the structure of chromosomes. V-shaped chromosomes, T-shaped chromosomes, I-shaped chromosomes, these type. Okay, that along with that structures, something changes happens in that structure of chromosomes. Right. Now, next point, chromosomal anomalous, usually errors in the cell division. Now I said Nana change happens in the number of chromosomes and structure of chromosomes. How the changes will happens occurs in the chromosomal structure or number. Especially when that cell division happening time, two steps are there. One is a karyokinesis, another one is the cytokinesis. Karyokinesis means a nucleus division. That nucleus division time you studied anaphase, prophase, anaphase, telophase and these metaphase. These cell division time, these stages nucleus become a chromosomes onwards it will become a separating in the chromosome number, and then they are spreading out or moving the opposite poles, then cell division will completed by cytokinesis. But here lack of proper cell division, it leads to the chromosomal disorder. In that time already I doesn't give much more explanation because of introduction time I given the proper explanation about these chromosomal disorders. So by that abnormal cell division wise it leads to the aneuploidy condition. Aneuploidy condition, that means extra adding of one chromosome or losing of one chromosome in the normal condition, from the normal condition, that leads to the aneuploidy. Aneuploidy happened by the non-disjunction of chromosomes. Non-disjunction means lack of proper segregation of chromosomes. You know that one. So by that effect monosomy and trisomy, these two conditions maybe will be there. Monosomy time, what are the chromosomes want to existed, from that existed chromosome onwards losing of one chromosome, not one pair chromosome, one chromosome. So that's why 2n minus 1, we can able to give a symbol for that one representation 2n minus 1. Monosomy, we can mathematical karyotypic explanation by the 2n minus 1. That means it is a diploid condition organism, but it is lost there one chromosome. And trisomy time, tri means how many? 3. So it is a diploid organism. Along with the diploid organism, additionally one chromosome is there. Okay, how it is happens, how the chromosomes are segregating in this formation of the aneuploidy, you are all very well known. Now come to the point. By these aneuploidy or non-disjunctional process, some of the abnormalities causes in the allosomes and autosomes. In this concept I will be tells about allosomal disorders. Allosomal means you know that allosomal means sexual chromosomes. So sexual chromosomal number or structure will be abnormal. Especially what I am saying now, that is regarding to the change in the number of chromosomes. Change in the number of chromosomes. Now here two examples they given under allosomal disorders. Board wise also we discussed. One more time I will recall. Board our CBSE board time also the major questions asking from these topic onwards, more concentrated. So Klinefelter syndrome is a example of the allosomal. As one more thing, Turner syndrome. Okay, what is a syndrome, sir? You kept the disorder here named syndrome because of chromosomal disorders we called as a syndromes. So first one, Klinefelter syndrome. These Klinefelter syndrome we called as a general terminology, we called the trisomy 23rd. Trisomy 23rd pair. Here we have the human being containing the 23 pairs of chromosomes. Okay, each pair of chromosome in the one single set, A, B, B, C, C, like that. Okay, up to 23rd. So 23rd belongs to allosomes only na, sexual chromosomes only na. In the male it is XY condition, if it is female XX condition. Now what we are discussing, that syndrome belongs to male. Klinefelter syndrome belongs to male. So trisomy 23rd, basically diploid condition want to present, but extra one X chromosome added. So these Klinefelter syndrome seen in the males, the karyotype is 47XXY. Sir, what is 47 means number of chromosomes. Basically how many number of chromosomes are present in the human being? 46 chromosomes only. But here 47 chromosomes. That means one extra chromosome. So in the male nature, XY is a male nature, say chromosomal wise. But here that who are in the suffering with Klinefelter syndrome, those person containing the XXY. Okay, that means one extra X chromosome added in this condition. So that's why only we called as a trisomy 23rd pair. Okay, here one board explanation time I said, Nana, in the females 2 X chromosomes are there. In that one X chromosome is a functionative and another X chromosome is an inactive condition. That inactive condition X chromosome we called as a bar body. Lineation of X lineation. Okay, that means inactivation of the X chromosome. So here male person having the one extra X chromosome, that too that X chromosome belongs to bar body. So that 2 X chromosomes nature of female kada basically. So this person, male person having the secondary sexual characteristics of the female. Okay, the characteristics I will tell now. Simultaneously we want to know Turner syndrome. This Turner syndrome we called as a monosomy 23rd. Monosomy. What is the difference is here Klinefelter syndrome is a trisomy, and then here monosomy. Monosomy means the 23rd chromosome just only not in pair condition, just only single. These monosomy 23rd present in the females. The karyotype 45X, basically 46 want to present, but here loss of one chromosome we represented in the 45, that X. Here bar body is absent, here bar body is present, Klinefelter syndrome time. So differentiational wise we should be remember none. Okay, now come to the characteristics of the Klinefelter syndrome and the Turner syndrome. Who are having the one extra X chromosome bar body in the female, in the males, those are suffering with 2 different characteristics. One is hypogonadism. Hypogonadism. You know meaning of the hypo, less. Gonadism means gonads. Okay. The maybe gonads are present, but that gonads not yet functioning. By the lack of functions of gonads, nothing but male gonads we called as a testis kadanana. Lack of testis function, those persons is a infertility condition, reduce the fertility. Okay, along with that here 2 X chromosomes are there. 2 X chromosomes are symbolic to the female. So that person, male person is getting the feminine sexual characteristics. Okay, feminine sexual characteristics mean now you have getting some doubt. By birth they are having the feminine characteristics means the person does not get by birth itself. When the person is become a adult, okay, that puberty is, by these X chromosomes, 2 X chromosomes, it promote that secondary sexual characteristics. So the secondary sexual characteristics nothing but slight enlargement of the burst. Basically by the mammary glands improvement in the females for the infant feeding wise. But here male person getting the burst increasement. That slight enlargement of the burst character we call as a gynecomastia. Gynecomastia characteristic we seen in the male. These are the characteristics of the Klinefelter syndrome. Now come to the Turner syndrome. Who are affecting by these Turner syndrome that affected female? Basically female characteristics want to express means XX. 2 X chromosomes want to necessary. Okay, even though one X chromosome is not at function. So that 2 X chromosomes not at there here, 1 X chromosome only is there. That one single X chromosome, okay, can't sufficient to give to the female characteristics. So lack of bar body, it leads to the general gonadal dysgenesis. Gonadal dysgenesis means gonads cannot produce. I mean female gonads are ovary. Ovaries are can't develop. That is one of the character. And webbed neck in between of the head and thorax. Neck part is there now. That neck part having lot of swollen webbed neck. Something skin will be more in the in between of in the place of the neck region. So webbed neck and broadly situled chest. Basically female characteristic in the chest region burst want to improve. But here suffering of Turner syndrome patients those glands will not be appear. Okay, if the mammary glands are improper development with widely spreaded nipples, so those personalities cannot give the milk of their babies. Okay, so mammary glands are disappear or something dysfunctioning or not yet produced in the Turner syndrome. These are the two different syndromes under allosomal. Klinefelter syndrome and then Turner syndrome. Klinefelter syndrome we seen in the males, Turner syndrome we seen in the females. This is about chromosomal disorders that took allosomal. In the next video, I will tell about autosomal chromosomal disorders. Cry-do-chart syndrome, Pato syndrome, Edwards syndrome. These syndromes are causing by the autosomes. Autosomes will be affected. So that is one more video for this chapter. Up to that, wait.